Round 1,000,000th umpteenth time. Fight! Welcome everyone. Madman bringing another RSL video. So today, I can't seem to escape Godseeker and the doggone Sand Devil. So a few things have been brought up, like, hey, what about minimum speeds if you don't have Spirit Haste Mastery? And also, let's swing to the other end and see, hey, what's the maximum speed before it starts going haywire? Of course, we're talking about fully booked. So, real quick, go in here, and just to show you, and this should fail. So we're going to start off. Minute number 2 is 179 speed. Again, this should fail here. Where is it? Where is she? I guess I overpassed. There she is. Selenia there. She is 179 speed. And then my Godseeker 2 here is 202 speed. So remember, 179 plus 24 is 203. So 203 should work, but at 202, it is probably going to fail there. Anyway, we have some other fail conditions, but I did want to show you no Spirit Haste Mastery chosen as of yet. That's going to cost us a little bit. Again, total stats here. I am a little shy on defense and a little shy on HP, so that could be a problem. And again, no blessing has been chosen yet, but she is fully booked. So let's just jump into the battle. This should fail here, and fairly quickly. So we got Selenia there. Let's put the correct Godseeker in. Where Godseeker 2 are you? Godseeker 2. Alright, and Selenia, and we will do a start here. And this should fail probably pretty quickly. Get nuked down, raise her up. Yep, okay, so see, she's already not fast enough. The boss is opening up, and I'll real quick put it on one time here. Once we get around to it, he nukes us down. Oh, and we didn't even get to it, so she is not fast enough there. Let's edit the team here. Let's drop Selenia. Where is nuke number 2? Nuke number 2 is in there. This one might work because 179 speed, he's not placing debuff, so it's not a big deal there. So we'll see. Plus, he's tanky enough to survive. So it's not the greatest thing, but I don't want to go wholeheartedly modifying my champions here because I'm paying the price here. But oof, we got dangerously close there from, yep. So not fast enough there. All right. So I'm going to jump back into the Bastion. I'm going to increase her speed by 1, and we will be back. So you can see the HP and the defense have not changed, but she is now up to 203 without Spirit Haste. Theoretically, this should start working. Let's just start trying it with nuked to begin with. Leave it on 2 times speed here. Now, if she dies here and it fails, okay, so he's opening up. Touch too soon for newt. So I don't know if that's a newt problem being too slow. And then Godseeker went down there. So great. She is not tanky enough. That kind of is not good. And that's what I am afraid of. But let's go ahead. Let's put some Selenia in there. Just to see where you at. What should happen is he should open up before she can do her HP burn if we are too slow. But if we were fast enough, we should at least get it off. Put on 1 time. Okay, so we'll just take it off auto. I'm going to revive Selenia. If he wakes up, he wakes up. So Godseeker is not fast enough yet, and Selenia is going to fail. We can put on 2 times in auto, but it's going to fail there. So no point in beating around the bush. So without Spirit Haste, I don't know why 203 should have worked, but it didn't for either one. So this is going to fail. I'm just going to kill it right now. I will meet you back in the Bastion, and we will bump her up to 204. Okay, so again, same HP and defense. We are now at 204 with our Godseeker. So will 204 work? A little surprised there that at 203 it did not. We got Selenia in there, so we will go ahead and we will start that. And let's just take it off auto. We get Nuke down. She gets up. She plucks Selenia up. He wakes up before Selenia actually gets her turn. So 204, crazily, is not fast enough. That is a little odd. Let's see if it's fast enough with Newt. It should work with Newt, but we shall see here. Just because it doesn't really matter if the boss is asleep or awake. The boss woke up and then Newt went. So it's going to take longer, but let's see here if it'll still work, depending on how well our subpar Godseeker is right now as far as the defense and HP goes. So we'll see when it either fails or we actually manage to succeed. So I'm not going to say with 100% certainty that it will pass, but Godseeker definitely did die because she's not beefy enough. So 204 might work with a 179 Newt, but still too slow for Selenia there. So, all right, let's go back here and let's up her speed here one more time. Upgrade, enchant. We need a 3-star. Come on, don't dork me around. I need the need for the 3. Don't waste all my glyphs to give me a bloody 3. Polarium and the stupid RNG. Alright, got the 3. So now we are at 205, and this is what I have kind of heard, that 205 is the cutoff that seems to be working. So again, 205, again, no masteries or blessing chosen. Okay, Sand Devil, go in here. Let's try Newt. Continue. I'm going to take it off auto this time. We're going to get blasted. She picks herself up. She's going to pick up Newt, and the boss should still be closed, and it's still closed. So 205 is the cutoff if you don't have the Spirit Haste and you are not running food. Very odd. I don't know why it's got to be 2 speed faster. I'm not sure. I don't know. Because theoretically she should be a touch slower with the turn meter, because until she gets killed and her and then the food get killed, she's not getting the plus 24 from Spirit Haste, whereas it's already built in here. So that small difference in turn meter tick should, actually make 203 work just fine instead of 205. But so now we know, if you don't have the Spirit Haste Mastery and you're not running for food with some reason, then you need to be at a minimum of 205. We'll let this play out, and I'll get to you in the end. So did make it through there, and a 205 Godseeker with a 179 Newt did work. So let's switch to Selenia here. I probably should just go recently used. I don't know why I do it this way. I guess I'm just stuck in my habits here. Alright. But, so we're going to continue this. Again, take it off auto here. Nuke down. Raise herself up. Raise up Selenia. and Selenia gets her turn before the boss wakes up. So 205 and 179. If you do not have Spirit Haste Mastery, I'm going to set this auto where, you know what, we'll let it run for a little bit here. It may not make it that long. In fact, ooh, it's not looking good. Almost right off the bat. Too many crits on Godseeker, too much damage, and it's not going to be good. Is she? Well, alright. So this might work, but then when we get halfway, since I didn't auto set up Selenia, it's going to be a pain because I will have to switch to manual. But if it doesn't fail before then, we'll just show you that part. Okay, so right here, if you can see, she cleansed off all that destroyed max HP there. And remember, she has no blessing or whatever. So 61,000 HP is enough. So it's kind of a matter of defense, really, there, to keep her alive. As long as you're at least in Region Immortal, which she is in. I cannot say that for Region in Defiant or just Region in whatever. But yeah, she's cleansing all that off, and we should almost be halfway through the boss here. We're going to find out. No, okay. Yeah, so she has switched over to using just her A1 instead of the A3. I don't know that I want to continue this on here, but that's some stupid bug with Selenia. As you can see here, she's not going to do her HP burn. She didn't get the increased accuracy. If she would have had that up there, then you know she would have done her A3, but nope, she's doing her A1, and now we're sitting here in this stupid infinite loop, and we're just more at risk. So not going to continue on with this, but we have to find the minimums. I do want to do one more thing here, so bear with me. Okay, I got my Newt number 1 here, and he is pumping 252 speed. So let's see here, double check. Godseeker is at 205. She is at 205. We have not changed her masteries. So let's just see what happens here. I'm going to leave it on auto. Hopefully she doesn't die, but see all that destroyed max HP? It's gone. That's a good thing. By the time he opens up, she's like about 70%. That might not be enough. She bumps up to 80 with his heal, but he chunks her down good. Oh, luckily she got enough in there, and we should be all right, at least so far. So I don't know how much more HP is helpful versus more defense after that big hit. Anyway, we will see you at the end of this one, because apparently it looks like it is working. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. Seeing the Newt's got counterattack on. Of course, he's about to lose it here, and we're about to get the big nuke. So it works without doing presets, but of course, without doing presets, he's going to do his A2, and he's going to do all his counterattacks, and that is going to slow down the run some. But as you can see here, a minute 30, that's pretty good. So, you know, of course, we could farm food without having the Spirit Haste Masteries, but, you know, it depends on if you just didn't want to run Masteries with Godseeker and how well you can build them. So now we need to start trying to define what might be the upper limit, and we're not going to use Newt because I don't want to drop him down in stats, so we're going to pretty much use Selenia throughout because she's going to die. And what we want to see is if Godseeker now gets all of a sudden too fast and raises Selenia up a turn too soon. Now, someone had pointed out to me they were having problems at 221 speed, so I might have to actually take it up to 245. Maybe even 247, because for some reason we got the 2-speed difference there with between the Spirit Haste Mastery and not. I'm not sure, but we're gonna shoot. I want to shoot for about 240 and then get back with you. So we'll see you on the flip side. Okay, so we did some gear changing here a little bit, and we got her up to 236. She got a little more defense here, touch more HP, so that should help her survive at 236 speed. Again, did not touch her masteries, so she does not have Spirit Haste. Hopefully this does work with Selenia here. And where's she at? She is there. So let's go ahead and start this. And what should happen, no problem here, right? Fast enough to revive Selenia, give her enough turn meter or whatever to do her thing here. The question is, does she get around right in here? That's bad, because she's going to pick Selenia up, touch too soon, and boom, she's too fast, already at 236. So that is nice to know. We're going to slow her down, and that will tell us that, hey, we're on the upper limit too much here. So, all right, well, boom, we failed already. So I'll see you once I drop, I don't know, let's try about 230-ish speed. So see you once I got that set up. Okay, we took a big hit in HP there, but we are at 230 speed there. So hopefully at least we can survive long enough to find out. It's not so matter, you know, how much that we get all the way through, but we want to make sure that it's 230 too fast where she's picking Selenia up a touch too soon here. So we're going to find out there. She's just got to survive this initial round here. Selenia's dying. All right. Boom, she takes that turn. That's fine. One. Oh, she takes that turn too. That's bad, because now she's going to pick her up. Oh, no, she didn't. Interesting. Interesting. We'll see here. Let's let it run a little longer or until it fails. So 236 was too fast. 230 seems to be working as of right now. So I will get with you when it either fails or keeps going. So what we have found out here is that at 230, it does work. She's not too fast. But 236, she is too fast. So we're going to try and bump it up till we find that threshold there, which will be interesting. But these are going to take a little longer for me, not for you, because I'll speed them up. Because I don't want to be wasting energy. These are hard to get these pots, especially if the dust comes up. So I'll see you once I get her a little faster. So foolish me, I upgraded this from level 8 to 12, and we gained 6 speed. So I ended up having to change the banner here. So let's see what our stats kind of jumped out to. So 62, but we're still at 5,000, but we are up to 231 speed. That is the main thing. Hopefully that is enough survival stats for us to at least do the test. Again, no blessing chose. Again, no Spirit Haste masteries. So is, 231 the threshold mark there. And this time I'm going to do a team setup here. Which one can I delete? I can delete this. So remove. Yeah. We want 2 as our leader. Godseeker 2. Where did you go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Cotton Eye Joe. Alright. There is Godseeker 2. There is Selenia. Sad part, we have to set up this stupid thing to always prioritize that. Save that. So again, 179, 231. Let's see if this is going to be able to toe the line there, or did we pick up too soon? Now the dynamics changed a little bit, because like Godseeker goes here. She's going to take a turn here. He's going to go. She's going to take a turn. But then she was missing this one, and then he went for the big hit. So we are still there. We have not crossed the threshold. So we will up the speed. Now the good thing about switching the banner is I can little by little glyph the shield now that I messed up. So we'll see at the end there and bump the speed up again. So there you go, still working. I will be back once I bump her speed up one more. As you can see, now we're up to 232. So at 232 with Selenia here at 179, will this work? Or will Godseeker be a touch too fast? So far so good. Boom, Selenia goes down, Godseeker goes, boss goes, Godseeker goes, the boss goes, the boss goes again. That's good. So at 232, we are still in that range where we are good. So we will see you at the end of this one. There we go, 232 is working. Now hopefully I'll have a little luck because I only got a couple of 2-star speed glyphs. See you in a minute. Okay, got lucky with the first glyph, so now we are up to 233. See you on the flip side. Okay, here we go. Let's get ready to rumble. See what happens here. Now I will tell you this, once we determine the speed, it should work, as long as your DPS is not something crazy fast or whatever, and we determine this upper speed, it should work just about with any DPS as long as they're not wicked faster, if they're going faster than the boss, because it shouldn't matter, right, because it's built that they're going to die. So we are still good at 233. I am going to say that 235 is probably going to work, and again 236 is the cutoff. So we will see you once this run is done. So as you can see here, coming up towards the end here, she lands the burns, boom, he burns, he's dead, right at 509. So about the 5-minute mark, should be about 4 minutes theoretically. I do have a lot of processes running on my computer that are slowing things down by a little bit, but this should be just as fast if using Drang as it is with using her. In the meantime, let me bump her up her speed one more and we'll be back. Okay, there we go. She's now at 234. See you on the flip side. Let's see if 234 is the cutoff. Or is 235 going to work like I suspect, but 236 not? We will find out. But I don't want to make this video too long. So, boom. There we go here. She takes a turn. He takes his turn. He does his big nuke. Boom. So 234 is golden. So we will run this through yet again. Because the sad part is I still have to do all this now with Spirit Haste to see if that 2-speed differential is going to take effect. So here we go. This should do it a little bit longer. She must have missed 1, maybe 2 HP burns there because she's kind of on the threshold there with her accuracy. Anyway, I'm going to bump up Godseeker speed one more time and we will be back. So here we go, 235 now. I have been fortunate with the 2, 3, and 4-star speed glyphs that actually went and pushed me up on the first one after burning through so many earlier, but we'll see you at the Sand Devil. Okay, here we go, 235. We're going to see, will this work? And 236 is too fast, or is this too fast here? We'll find out here real quick. As Selenia gets nuked, Godseeker goes, the boss goes, Godseeker goes, and then the boss should go, and then go again. Boom. Okay, so 235 without Spirit Haste Mastery is the cutoff. You cannot go any higher than that, or you're going to mess up your Godseeker duo. Now we'll, once it's finished, go back, give her the Spirit Haste Mastery, and test those limits again. There we go, back to 509 at 235. So we have defined the upper speed limit, crossed that, and you are doomed to fail. Alright, let me give some masteries back, change around some gear, and see you on the flip side for the next batch of testing. Okay, so we are not quite at 67,000 HP, but we dropped all the way down to 4,000 defense, but we are at 195 speed. Skills, still no blessing, but we did take Spirit Haste Mastery here. So when Selenia dies at 195, that should bump us up to 203. So remember, without Spirit Haste, it took 205. But at the 179 speed, of course, it didn't work till she was actually 181. So we will see if this is going to work. We're going to start with Selenia here. This theoretically should not work. So we will go ahead and see here if it fails there. Great, you did not land the HP burn. That slows things down, but we'll probably get a fail anyway. Boom. Boom. Nuke. Okay. What happened there? Okay, so apparently she is not fast enough with Selenia, but let's test Newt. Newt number 2. Real quick. He is still at 179 as well. And we will double check that she is at 195. 195. She gets 8 speed from that Spirit Haste when Newt dies. Of course, Newt's not going to die, so this is probably going to be disastrously bad. But, again, we shall see. And it failed there because she does not have enough stats there. So that's okay. That is okay. All right, we're going to go back. We're going to bump up her speed by 1, and we will be back. So again, a lot more HP, touch more defense there. We are now at 196. Again, since Newt's not going to die, that's not going to work there. But we will go in here. We'll choose our setup. And again, double check, 196, 197. This should, let's just save that to make sure, should not theoretically work. I don't know why with extra food it does at the lower end. It's very bizarre there, so we will see here in a second. Is this going to work? Or is it not? Boom. And it did not work. So, very odd, very odd. But, alright. Go figure. And it's got to be the 179. Because that's equivalent at 205. It is equivalent to the 181, which worked with the 179. So Unfortunately, New Not Dying is not helping our cause. But let me be back. Okay, so here we go. 197 speed now with the 8 speed from Selenia dying. That should push us to 205, and now we should be in the It Works zone. Drum roll. Let's see if it works. That was a pitiful drum roll, I know. But this should work now like a charm. Other than I'm not so sold on the defense. HP's pretty good. Don't know about the defense. We're going to find out here after this next big nuke. 2 turns. Go. Big nuke. Up she goes. And there we go. So for some reason, I don't know why way at the lower ends it works the way it works. Somehow Spirit Haste is just ever so slightly tweaking that little bit of turn meter. So if you're basically, you should be shooting for 205 minimum speed overall, whether you're using Spirit Haste Mastery, so 181 to get to the 205 and food, or you get to 205 there. But we got to remember, so if you go to 205, you can only go up to 211, so it's a pretty tight range there. If you are using the Spirit Haste Mastery, well, we don't know that just yet, but we know at 235 without Spirit Haste is the upper limit. So you got 30 speed range there, but if you all of a sudden throw on Spirit Haste, you're definitely declining yourself. So we'll let this run out, and then let's test the upper limit. So there we go. I am not pushing the lower limits any further. We proved that that will work. So once you can get to 205 with Spirit Haste, you're fine. As low as 179, we could bump her up, but we never actually defined at the bare minimum for Godseeker what speed you needed to get up to with your DPS. So I'll be back. We're going to push it close to the upper limits of what we think it should be now. So here we are back again, pushing 4700 defense, but we lost some HP down to 62k. We are at 228. Remember, we add 8, we are at 236. So this should theoretically fail, and then I'll decrease the banner and we'll actually go backwards. All right, let's double check. 228, 236 is where we'll end up. So we should fail there. And we are still at 179 with Selenia. All right, here we go. So far, so good. Godseeker goes. Goodbye, Selenia. Godseeker goes. The boss goes. Godseeker goes. The boss should go twice now, but oh, okay, interesting. So that should not have worked. What is going on with Spirit Haste? That should not have worked. Oh. Well, it didn't fail, but it got out of sync there. So interesting. I'm going to bump it up 1 speed, and then maybe 2. There we go. There it goes. It failed. It failed. So it got out of sync pretty quick, just not as fast as I thought it was going to. So let me change something, and we'll slow her down by 1. Okay, we lost even more HP than I really wanted there, but we are down to 226, so we dropped 2 speed instead of 1, but we can add 1 back after this test. So At 226 plus 8, that would push us to 234. So let's go see if that works. Coming up on the moment of truth here. She goes. He should go twice. Twice. Revise herself. Revise Selenia. And there we go. It appears to be working. So we will see you at the end here. And then we'll bump the speed up by 1. There we go. Again, she missed at least 1 HP burn. But we got it done there. So let me bump up the speed by 1 and then we will be back. Okay, same HP and defense stats. We are now at 227, add 8, which would push us up to 235. And this should still work using the Spirit Haste Mastery and Selenia at 179. So let's go ahead. We'll get into the battle here, see what happens. Fairly quick. We got the big nuke. Landed the HP burn. She goes. He nukes us down. Godseeker goes. Boss takes A1 turn. Godseeker goes. Boss takes A1 and then big nuke. A1, big nuke. Boom. So we are still going good here. We'll make sure it doesn't get out of sync or anything. And we will see you again at the finish line. There we go, 509 yet again, and we got through it. So bear with me, I want to do a few more tests here. So let's edit the team. We don't need to worry about Selenia here too much. Let me see if I can find, say, there we go. She won't go, this should not last long enough and go wonky here. So what should happen here is now we should be too fast, and then you picked up Timothy the Fool, but whatever. It should mess up here in a second and go. She should potentially get one more turn in here. No. Why is this not messing up? That's very odd. Very odd indeed. But we're doing no damage here. Interesting. Maybe Timothy wasn't necessarily the best for this. Okay, he opened up too soon though. So yeah, we're not going to make any headway unless we had a nuke going on here. So interesting. Okay, Timothy obviously was not the best there at that, but it's proven the point. We are getting nowhere. But let's do this properly. So, see you in a second. Before I change this, he's in position 3. So, is her priority to pick up rarity first, no matter the position? That's very, very odd. Very odd. Anyway, let's, I'm going to change this. Let's add some food, but let's add some epic food and see if that changes the rarity. Who do I know? Okay. She doesn't have any gear. Just save this. And let's see if she starts picking her up. Again, it should still roughly fail here. So she picks up rarity, not... Maybe it's rarity over level, and then sadly I don't have like a... Well, maybe I do. So this is going to fail because we ain't going to get anywhere with her and no gear. It would just be an infinite loop there. But let's do one more oddball test here. Why, player? Put that over here. That's very annoying. Let's see if I can click on that. Team setup here. Interesting. Take her out. Let's include Master Vault. Let's see if I can get way down, Sally. Nope, still not far enough. Okay. This guy, he's 4-star. She's level 50. And let's see if she still prioritizes. Double check that that's going on there. Let's see if she prioritizes Selenia over him, and then we'll know whether it's truly rarity or if leveling has anything to do with it too. Nope, it is rarity. Okay. Well, that is one lesson we learned the hard way here. But wasting my energy here, so that's not going to be fun, and I'm not going to sit there and manual the entirety of the fight. Again, yes, stupid pop-up there. Thank you, please leave. Alright. But still missing the point I'm trying to make, so apparently we're going to have to come down here and grab let's just grab a little peon dude here, save, and see if this throws out the speed tune now. Very odd, very odd. What happen is that should make her fast enough that she picks Selenia up there. But so far, actually, so good. So that's kind of odd. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so it takes a little while there, but it does get out of sync eventually. So little by little, Godseeker is starting to creep back up. That's good to know. Now let's test something else out here. I'm going to pull these two out. That's okay. That's fine. Let's put Duke number 2 back in. And this should work just fine. So there we go with Nuke number 2. He is at 179. Let's throw in Nuke number 1, which is right here. He is at 252. So this should be fairly quick and run no problems. So 252 Newt is working just fine there. One more. I know most people won't have this. Well, some people have them, some people won't. But we're going to throw a Ninja here. So Ninja is at 180 speed. Seems to work well. I'm curious here again. Let me double check here. Godseeker, come on. Because it seems to be working here. So 4,700 defense. We're only 59k HP. Now we got real close. We got within 1 bar of dying there one time on the 8-2. And I don't know if that's the upper limit of max crit hit from the boss there. But maybe 47 defense is more important than the HP. Again, she's in regen and immortal. Hopefully this should take somewhere around 2 to 2.5 minutes, maybe a little less. We'll see. There we go. So about as fast as the Newt run if you don't turn that A2 off in the counterattack. So that did work. So bear with me. We're going to do, I know it's getting a really long video, but we're going to do a couple more experiments here just to prove for sure. So let's edit the team here, and I'm going to show you what I want to do. So we're going to go back here to our Selenia, and we are going to go ahead and we'll leave that food in there. Where is, oops. Okay, we got Master Ball included here, so we're going to take forever. Let's put him in, and then let's go back up. And our legendary, who did we use before? Timid. Alright, so we're just going to go in here, and as you can see, baseline speed, baseline speed, baseline speed, then Selenia and Godseeker. And we're going to save, and we're going to see who she raises. The legendary is my bet, but who knows? Yep. So Timid is in the 5th spot, and she did raise the legendary. Interesting. Interesting. That's kind of odd, isn't it? But it is what it is. Okay, this one will never freaking win without me manualing it, and I don't want to do it that long. Let's try one more thing here. I'm pretty sure it's not going to matter. So we know she chose Timid. I don't know why I did it that way. Let's, where'd it go? Let's remove Timid out of here. Let's find another epic that may not be built. I'm not sure who it don't have gear on. So, who do I not have a gear on? I know I don't have gear on her, so we'll save that, and we'll see which one of the 2 epics she revives. Will she go rank / rarity over rarity, or should take position? Oh, did I not save that? Okay, save, select, and let's see what happens here. That's kind of interesting development. We always thought it was position 2. That is not true. Huh. Okay. So apparently, she will raise rarity first, and then if rarities are equal, it doesn't matter about rank, but if the rarities are equal, she will take the position in the lineup. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, how long before this messes up? That quick. Alright, one more test. Stupid combat tips. Stupid Polarium putting crap like that in there. Let's remove these 2. Where's a Timid the fool? Alright. I don't want to actually select Timid first. Let's go with someone I know I don't have built. That's I know he's not built at a level. Well, he might be. Let's go with the sausage. I know he's not built. And then Timid. And she's probably going to pick the sausage first. Let's confirm that. And this will be the last test of the evening. Will she pick the sausage? She picked the sausage. So it goes by rarity. Rank has nothing to do with it. And then positioning. Alright. Let's meet back in the Bastion and discuss notes. So here we are back at the Bastion. A few things we'll learn real quick here. So remember, she's at 59.4 HP and we'll call it 4,700 defense. And we didn't have a failure. Now we're in Regen and Immortal. As you can see, we have no blessing, but she is fully booked. We do have masteries, but the only two that are really affecting her are increase the value of heal by 5% here. And then this one is helping too on that A2. Every time she drops below 40% HP, she's getting an extra 10% heal there. This one's not really helping anything because no one is stunned, freezed, feared, or whatever. They're either dead or they're kicking the boss's butt there now. It doesn't say anything about decreased speed or accuracy. So yeah, this one has no effect whatsoever. And of course, Elixir of Life and Steadfast there are just giving us bonus HP. This will give them speed for any dead allies. So these two are kind of helping a little bit. Shadow Heal is as well. And then Blast Proof, decreasing the AoE damage is definitely helping. So is Delayed Death, reducing it a little bit there. Increases the amount of healing, and then this she receives. So this one is definitely helping as well. So these masteries are definitely helping, I think, with those very low limits there. Now, I don't know if we were to take 3 crits in a row. I'm pretty sure we took one big crit. I don't know if it was the top end crit, but she was down to literally 1 bar after the A2, and but it didn't fail. So, you know, that is a thing there. Plus, we're at the upper speed limit, so it's a lower speed limit. I don't know if it would have worked or not. So it's hard to say there, but we define the speed limits, right? So you need at least 205 speed, and it doesn't matter if you're just flat out 205 speed without Spirit Haste, or you're at 181, and then you take 3 food in and use Spirit Haste to get you to the 205. But 205 is the cutoff. We're going to drop that caveat of her at 179 and Newt at 179, because that just seems like a little oddball thing. Doesn't work with debuffers, so let's skip that out. 205. Upper range, 235. And you got to take in consideration your speed if you have Spirit Haste and you are using food. You're going to have to drop your speed down, which, you know, hey, beefing up Godseeker is not a bad thing there. So 235 is the max speed, 236, and you're going to fail. Because she'll get out of tune eventually. It won't happen right off the bat like the lower end, but at the higher end, it will eventually go fail somewhere between, I don't know, I think it was about 1/3 to 50% of the boss's health gone before all of a sudden, boop, went out of whack. She did not have Revive on Death available for herself when the boss took the big nuke. And then lastly, we also found out that regardless of the level, rarity is what she's going to prioritize first as far as raising from the dead, and it does not matter of position unless they are of equal rarity, and then the closest position to her, i.e. 2 is closer than 3, so if both of them are legendary, she will pick the one in position 2 instead of position 3. So it's not actually a matter of positioning. It is rarity, and we just found that out. Now, hopefully everything there was insightful and helpful, and now you know the definitions there that we kind of defined for ranges for Godseeker should you start running into problems. Have a nice day.